Hi, episode 3, right? Yeah, episode 3, okay, of The Traveling Lesbian. This time, we went camping, which is one of my absolute favorite of all time things to do. We went camping along the Great Ocean Road. I'm here being a tourist like everyone else. But this is the start of Great Ocean Road, so I have to do it. It is a beautiful spot. It's a landmark here in Australia, and we're on our way to go camping. So we packed up the car, her 4x4, and we drove and we drove and we drove and we drove, and it was beautiful just like this. And then when we got there, we got to our campsite and we saw lots of birds, which is great. So many birds that all I wanted was for them to just eat out of my hand, but it didn't work. Anyways, I'm okay with it. Oh, and there are mad parrots. Like, the parrots are nuts. Like, I'm waiting for one to come eat out of my hand. It might happen. It might not happen, but they're gorgeous. This is my friend Frank. We're tight. We get along. We got to the campsite and we went to take down all the stuff off the roof and realized that it had all gotten wet from rain. I need a beach towel anyway. So adventure time. We got to the campsite and everything was soaking wet. So the pillows, the mattress, the blankets, oh, it was a mess. So now we're in town and we're gonna go buy some stuff so that we can sleep in our tents tonight. Hashtag camping. What's this called? What's this called?
This is a swag.
Swag. Okay, so we took down what was supposed to be the swag, which was supposed to have a built-in bed, mattress, blankets and shit. It was covered in water. So we had to hang everything up. And then we had to go to a op shop, as they call it. So we went to an op shop, aka a secondhand store, and we picked up, we got pillows, we got blankets, we got sheets, I got the coolest, what is it, the Wiggles? I got a Wiggles sleeping bag that is for children, for me, and we were blessed to be able to find that, and it was amazing. And so now we're just having a grand old time. Our other two tents are set up right here. And it's magic. We have wine, we have music, and of course we have this beautiful kitchen setup. It's going well. It's going well. And we went down to the beach and...
Oh my god!
Oh yeah. How's the water?
It's really cold! Yeah!
Satya, the back of Satya's car is a beautiful kitchen that her boyfriend built her, which is adorable. And so we had some beautiful wine that we had from those wineries, and we just had a beautiful time by the beach once it was a little nicer.
So it's going well. It's going real well.
This is Satya's kitchen. This is a beautiful bottle of Prosecco.
Yep.
That we got right outside of Melbourne.
2 hours.
2 hours outside of Melbourne. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Yo.
I'm never leaving.
Day 2, we went on this hardcore hike in the morning because Satya decided that she wanted some endorphins. So instead of just hiking like normal people, we ran and like parkoured our way through, and it was intense and it was nuts and it actually was amazing.
Okay, so we went hiking, but by hiking she means parkour on a mountain. It was beautiful. Now we need to go jump into the water. Australia!
And afterwards we went swimming at our own private beach, and we were exhausted and sweaty, and so we just ran out onto the beach. We didn't have our bathing suits, so we took like all of our clothes off and just ran into the ocean, and the waves were crashing down on us, and we were just tits out to the waves, and it was hitting us, and we kept yelling, more, more! And it was awesome. It was like the best day ever. It was like one of my favorite memories, and it was totally illegal apparently to be topless here. Whatever.
I'm gonna jump in you.
And then we went back into our campsite, and it was raining, so we decided to chill underneath the tarp thing. Anyways, we chilled under there and we played this game called Citadels, which is this like super dirty card game that I am now obsessed with. And we drank Goon. Goon is what they call box wine here. It's absolute trash and it's fantastic.
It's raining a lot. It's the apocalypse here. So we're drinking. What are we drinking? Goon. Goon. We're drinking Goon. Some Goon. Is that Goon there, bud? That's the Goon. Goon. We're playing Crazy Eighth until we go crazy. And this other nerdling game called Citadels. Citadel.
Really nerdy.
Oh, on a scale of 1 to nerd, like up there. This is camping. No, but like the end of the world. A little campsite. Hopefully that tent doesn't get wet. There's a storm coming. Hopefully that tent doesn't get wet. There's a storm coming. That tent's already wet. Fuck that tent. And there's our little setup. It's quite cute. It's quite nice. End of the world. Playing cards. End of the world. Alcohol and cards.
And I just love camping, so I loved every second of it. On day 3, we woke up and puddles of water in our tents. Not fun. I think Satsy actually slept in the car because when she got into her tent, it was covered in water. A park ranger came up and told us that there was a hailstorm coming, and the hail had taken out windshields in Victoria or in Melbourne, and it was on our way to us, so we had to vacate. Everything was soaking wet. So it took us 2.5 hours and a lot of like, we can do this, to pack up the whole place.
So, it's raining a lot. And we had to pack up the entire campground. And now it's raining. Yeah, no. There's apparently a storm coming. She's happy about this. There's a storm coming with hail, apparently. So everyone had to clear out. We're gonna have to sleep in a hostel tonight. And everything is soaking wet. So we have to wrap it up soaking wet in the mud. It's super fun. But hey, we got instant coffee. Hey. This is a time. Go camping, I said. It'll be fun, I said. No one told me to do this.
Okay. The storm never came, but whatever, we got out of there. And then we decided to go to a cafe and get some coffee and some eggs and just feel better and like congratulate ourselves. And then the eggs on toast were like $12, and we realized that we have a full functioning kitchen. Thank you, Gilles, that's his boyfriend. We have a propane tank and a little mini stove and food in a fridge. So we took our coffees to go. We drove, and by we, I mean Satya drove. I don't drive here. It's nuts. Satya drove the Great Ocean Road. It was, the margin of error is like, no, I'm not driving here. It's absolutely insane. Just, it's a whole lot of no. So Satya drove, we drove down the road, and then we set up shop and we made amazing breakfast sandwiches right by the water. So yeah.
So, when it's too expensive at the cafe, what we do, because we're champions, is we set up a little stove and we make ourselves a bacon and egg sandwich.
Yes, we do.
Because we're champions and we know how to do things right. And it's right by the water. I mean, come on. Could it be more perfect?
Bad day turned into a good day.
Then we stayed at a hostel for the last night, kind of halfway between Lorne and Melbourne. And we hung out with these French dudes that were surfers, and they actually offered for me to go surfing with them, but I almost did, but I thought I might break my neck, so I didn't go. But I did surf later on. I will tell you about that later. We got back to Melbourne, we got back to St. Kilda. We went for a big, nice, cold, frosty beer in the sun, and it was the best beer I've ever had.
We just ate our body weight in tacos. And then we ate more tacos after that. We ordered tacos and we ate them and it was too much. And then they gave us tacos again. But they fucked up and they gave us more tacos. I'm also like not upset about it. Hashtag St. Kilda. St. Killed us.
And we ended up staying in St. Kilda again in a different place, and it was hosted by these two this lesbian couple that I just loved, and they really took us in, and they told me about all these lesbian events that were happening for queer women around the city, so I got to learn a little bit about that, and they were so sweet, and they watched my stand-up. Oh, they were so great. And then I saw an apartment.
All right, so I just came from visiting an apartment. Well, a room in an apartment, and it's adorable, and I really hope I get it. It's with two sweetheart human beings. I hear from them tonight, hopefully, and I have a job interview on Thursday, so that's an apartment and a job in the same week.
I ended up getting the apartment, and I started teaching spin right away. So I teach spin at Bodie and Ride now. I teach between 6 to 12 classes a week, and it's super awesome. And next time I'm going to tell you all about when I got out of the hostel, because Satya left me and went off to travel, and I stayed here in Melbourne and then figured life out. So Melbourne has been fantastic. I can tell you all about it in my next video, which will be episode 4. I promise to get back on this. Life has been happening, okay? It's just been kind of busy. I still need to do comedy. I still need to do stand-up. I've been going to see a lot of stand-up, but I still need to do it. I know, I'm on it-ish. I've been working on it. I got a new set. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be great. This is my home. Once it's clean, I will show you it because it's not clean right now. So enjoy this. And when I used to teach my spin classes back in Toronto, I used to say pet lots of dogs and stay hydrated. So pet lots of dogs and stay hydrated, because that's all you need is dogs and water. 2 things. Episode 3, traveling lesbian. So check out episode 4 next time it comes out, and I hope you enjoy. And if you like it, subscribe, or whatever all the YouTubers say. Am I a YouTuber? I don't think so. Anyways, whatever. Stay hydrated, drink lots of dogs. Stay hydrated and pet and give kisses to all the dogs. That's all they want to do, is they just want to roll around and play. Okay, I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.